this morning before I fished, I wanted to run through an area that I would likely fish, and I want to fish, but I want to look at my graph first and see what it looks like, see if there's any bait fish, if there's any fish activity at all, and that's going to give me an idea if I need to stop or not. And I wanted to do it while it's kind of low light conditions out, so we could have so you can see the graphs just a little bit better. Everybody's graph's going to be different. This is an HDS 9 Gen 3. It's a Lowrance, so it's going to be different from a Humminbird or a Garmin or whatever you may have. But let's look at the screen and kind of see what we need to look at. What are some of the signs that I look at before I stop and fish an area? And I'm going to work this line, this shoreline, and then I'll probably get out in the middle and show you kind of what a creek channel looks like. But let's take a peek at it. Alright, there's not really much going on here, but of course this is my side scan. So there's a fish out there. I don't know if you can see that little dot or not. We're coming over a little bit of brush. Well, look, there's fish in that brush pile. There's several fish in it. All on the bottom. Well, there's several fish stacked in there. They're not very big. They're probably, oh, yellow bass, something like that. Alright. Well, there's several fish stacked on the bottom. Let's go over this, see what we have. And I've found a brush pile before, and we're going to cruise over it. Hopefully, I'll go over it right. Alright, so here's our side scan. Let's see what we got coming up. We should be coming over it right about now. Alright, here we go. We're getting over it now. I don't really see much activity in it. So I'm not going to stop and fish that. I'm going to keep on cruising. There's really nothing that's going to make me want to stop on this shoreline. Alright, well, let's go. I'm going to go check another spot out. There's an underwater. There's a little ridge. I don't see anything on it. Here's the creek channel. You can see it coming through. It's making a bend right there. Alright, so we just dumped into the main creek, to the creek channel, going out into this point, going to this cove, and there it is. There's the creek channel right there. And you can see it nice. It's clear. And I would cruise up along the side of that creek channel to see if you see any fish or not. Because if they're going to be feeding, they're going to be stacked on top of it. Oh, it's starting to rain a little bit. Sorry about that. But that's the creek channel. That's what a creek channel looks like on your side view. And so we've got a little bit of fish in there. Nothing that would make me want to stop. Here comes a nice little brush pile. And there's some fish in there. There's some like suspended on the top of it. It's likely brim because it's pretty small dots. Of course, there's the seawall. And there was some fish underneath that dock because you can see the beams, the shadows. And see, look, there's a few fish stacked on the bottom there. Those are pretty small. They're probably, again, brim or yellow bass or something like that. Alright, so again, this is to your right, and this is to your left. This is us cruising down the water column, and this is us. This is the history, this is current, and this is the seawall, because that big shadow, because we're right up on the side there. And this is your regular 2D, and this is your down scan. Alright, there's some fish stacked over here, and so I would mark that. I would hit it, and I would mark it, new waypoint, and I would put actually fish on it. And so clear it. And so we got it marked there. And so I could go back to that and fish it. Because it looks like they're stacked on that little rock pile. Alright, here's the creek channel. We're coming back over a creek channel. So there's the side of it. Looks like we were cruising right down the middle of the creek channel. So this is the edge of it. So looks like some catfish are in the thick of the creek channel. I mean, they're laying right in it. Not really seeing a whole lot of activity here, but this is kind of what I do though. I'll cruise through an area before I fish it, or if I'm scouting a lake, I'm just running the motor, cruising around, looking, seeing what we got, what I want to fish around, because you want to fish where fish are. If there's no fish, there's no point putting the trolling motor down, because you're going to spend a lot of time or wasting your time. So we got something over here. It looks like catfish, because it's a pretty good lines. All right, we have fish. Look at all these fish on this point right here. They're stacked in there. See how that point comes out? That's a good area that they would like to stack on. It's right there. Looks pretty good. You can see they're stacked on the bottom of it right there. But that's what I do when I'm looking for, before I fish an area, I'm cruising through it. Doesn't matter if it's a side of a bank where a bunch of docks are, or open water, basically deep water structure. I'm going to cruise over it first to see what type of activity is going, if any activity at all. And because I have, I want to fish where fish are. And I'm looking for bait fish. I want to fish around bait fish as well, because I know if there's bait fish in the area, there's going to be predatory fish pretty close by. And then if I see bait fish, I'm going to cruise around and look for some type of structure that those fish are going to be holding to ambush. And so those are the kind of things I'm looking for when I'm cruising an area, to see if I'm going to stop and fish it. Because where I went yesterday, I may not even fish it today, because I may not be tracking fish. Or it may not be very active too. There may be fish there, but it's not active. There's not bait fish really balled up or scattered like the fish are feeding on them. And so those are things to keep in mind. Again, this is a Lowrance system, and so everybody's system is going to be different. So you just need to play with yours and see what the symbols look like, and so you have a better understanding of your system, because this is going to help you be a better fisherman with the electronics, because it's so advanced. You can see virtually anything under the water, and that's going to help you be a better fisherman. But if you guys have any questions on it, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help. If you like the video, subscribe, and like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm also going to do a little fishing around today, go over some of those spots that I've seen, and I may see if we can't pull a few out. But till then, we'll see you guys later.